Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Christopher, and do you know what I think? I think it's time.
What?
Time for a collection room tour, a Star Wars collection tour. It's been a long time since I've done one. I think the last time I did one was in the spring of 2023, if I'm not mistaken. So it's been just about 2 years since I've done one. So a lot has actually changed in the collection room here. Shelves and displays have been moved around. My desk has been moved around. Shelves and displays have been added. And then a lot of Star Wars toys and collectibles have been added to my collection. So my collection has grown significantly since the last time I did a Star Wars collection tour. And to be honest, like, this video has been long overdue. I know you guys have wanted this for a while. I've been wanting to do this for a while. I've been looking forward to doing this.
I've been looking forward to this.
This is going to be a long video nonetheless, so get comfortable, grab a snack, grab a drink, and let's take a look at my collection for 2025, my collection room for 2025. Let me grab you here. I'll take you with me. All right, so let's start on this side of the room here. Right here. So when you walk in, this is the door. You enter the collection room in through this door here. So this is the stuff I have on the back of my door because I kind of have to put stuff on the back of my door because I am running out of space. So as you can see, I've got a few posters. I got this Attack of the Clones poster I got from my dad back when he worked at A&V Sound. If you're in Canada, shout out to you guys. Let me know if you remember A&V Sound. But I got that for my dad back when Attack of the Clones came out. So that's stuck on there with some command strips, the Velcro ones. Below that, I've got some, what are they called? Tiles? I can't remember. Something tile. Anyways, my good buddy Patrick from Poptography gave me those for Christmas last year. So I got my favorite character, Darth Maul, here. You got Rey floating from The Rise of Skywalker, and then you got Dark Rey, Sith Rey from The Rise of Skywalker as well. Also, in this area here, just above the door, I've got a couple of canvas prints, a few of them. So the Docking Bay 94 one came in one of the Culture Fly Galaxy boxes that my wife purchased for me for a gift. I can't remember how long ago, but I've had that one for a while. And then the Rebel Pilot and the Stormtrooper there, those were gifts from my brother for Christmas one year. And then moving over into this corner here, so these are some of the posters I've gotten when, like, at the release of the movies. So Rise of Skywalker, I think they ran out when we went to see it. They ran out of the posters. So I ended up finding this on Facebook Marketplace. I love this poster. It looks amazing. I like the light and the dark side, the blue and the red. You got Kylo up there. You got Rey, Leia, and Luke there. So the Rise of Skywalker. We got Solo here, and I apologize for the glare. So just bear with me with that. Solo, a Star Wars story from opening night, and then again, Rogue One in IMAX. That's one I missed out on. So one of my friends actually brought that up with him when I went to Edmonton Expo a couple years back. And then this canvas print down there, my wife purchased this one and one other one that's on the other side of the collection room. She got it from an artist called Rob Spray Art, I believe it is. He's based out of Winnipeg, Manitoba, here in Canada. I'll try and remember to leave a link in the description below, and if I remember, because I'm not great at this, I'll try and remember to put a link up in the top corner there for you guys to click on as well. And then, the only lightsaber in my collection, this is, heck, I don't even remember which version of this. This was an early one. This was like an early Hasbro one. I don't remember which one it is. It's all plastic. The hilt and stuff. It came in two different parts. You bought them separately, but it still works. So you can see it does light up. It still looks cool. So that's hung on there with a, what are these things called? Like a broom handle mount to hang your brooms on with the command strips at the back there. So turn those off. So that hangs there. And yeah, like I said, that's the only lightsaber I have in my collection. And then if we come onto the other side here, so it's going to get a little bright here in a moment. So here I hung up some of my carded figures. I don't have too many. I have this guy, Biggs Darklighter. I won this at the group dinner for Star Wars Edmonton Fan Force. We did a kind of gift exchange, a white elephant gift exchange, and this was one of the ones that I got as a gift. And then below that, I have a couple carded Darth Maul figures because Darth Maul is my favorite character. If you haven't guessed already, or if you haven't been watching the channel, this guy's my favorite character here. And then just below that is my autograph of from Dennis Lawson. So this print I got from an artist called, oh, what is she called now? I can't even remember the artist's name. Gina Long Illustrations is what her name is. Now that I think of it, so she does some incredible work. I got some other art prints from her, and this was one that she sent over to me for free with my larger prints from when I ordered from her one time. Again, I'll try and remember to leave the links in the description below. But I got Dennis Lawson to sign this at Calgary Expo last year, I think it was. So he signed it, and then he wrote, "Look at the size of that thing, Wedge." So that's incredible. So all this stuff is it's hanging there with that blue fun tack, and that's something I just discovered, which it's incredible. If you're looking to hang stuff, not heavy stuff, but like stuff like carded figures, it works for, and smaller photos, it works great for. You just put like on the back, like I think I used one piece for each of the carded figures, and then I used like 2 or 3 pieces for the picture there, and it holds it well, and it's non-destructive, so you can pull these off and it doesn't ruin it. So that's the side of my Billy bookcases here. And then if we go along the top, we'll go along the top first before we get into the shelves. So again, stuff has changed, stuff has moved, stuff has been added. This is my Micro Galaxy Squadron AT-AT or AT-AT. Let me know in the comments which one you call it. But that's sitting up there. I couldn't really find another space for it. It doesn't fit in any of the shelves. So yeah, that guy sits up there looking down on everything. And then next to that, I got my BB-8 waffle maker with the Rogue One packaging. I got a 2,000 piece Star Wars puzzle, which I still haven't put together yet. We got the Darth Tater Mr. Potato Head, which is cool. And then next to all that, I have, what do I got? 5 boxes from the Galaxy boxes, the Culture Flag Galaxy boxes. And each of these have, little random stuff that I have in my collection that I don't really have space to put out anywhere. So that's where that stuff sits. And I'll do a separate video of all my hidden Star Wars collectibles that I keep in like boxes like that, and then in that case there, that BB-8 case, I keep stuff like pins, magnets, lanyards. I've got like different random stuff in there, fast food toys, all sorts of stuff in there. I'll do a separate video for that. Underneath the BB-8 one, I have my Star Wars Jedi Challenges VR headset game with the lightsaber, and my wife got me that quite a few years ago now. I think 4 or 5 years ago now. I've used it for a little bit. I really should use it again. It was pretty fun to play, so I should use that again. And then next to that, I've got a bunch of random stuff. So I've got the Tatooine Showdown. My friend Lex from the Jedi Lex Star Wars YouTube channel sent me for Christmas last year, I think it was, I believe. And then above that, I've got Star Wars Pictionary. We've got Star Wars Monopoly. We've got some Star Wars Funko Pops. These are my only in-box ones that I have, and they're in hard cases. Just because they don't really fit in anywhere else, and they're ones that I just kind of want to keep in box, which is rare for me because I have everything else out of box. But that's where those are. So we got the prototype Boba Fett exclusive, the Chrome Darth Vader, which, if you know me, I do not like the Chrome Funko Pops at all. So yeah, the Chrome Funko Pops are something I despise with a passion. So that's the only one that I have right there, is that Darth Vader Chrome Darth Vader there. And then next to him, I have the 501st Trooper. We got this up here in Canada a while before the States, so, and this one doesn't have any sticker. It came stickerless. And then next to that, I have the 2017 Galactic Convention exclusive Boba Fett there, the prototype one as well. And then in behind there, I'm sticking stuff in front of stuff here just to make space. So in behind that, I have some of my 12-inch figures. So as you can see, I got Figurin Dan, I believe that one is one of the Cantina band members. I got Krennic up here. I've got the talking Darth Vader over there. I've got a couple other ones. I got Darth Maul right next to the Cantina band member. There's an Obi-Wan back there. There's a Stormtrooper Luke with the dirty Stormtrooper armor. There's a Mace Windu back there. There might be one more. I can't remember. And then there's the Mandalorian Monopoly over here. The Millennium Falcon, the Millennium Falcon Adventure. This is the Fisher Price Hasbro. These were like before, what were they called? Galaxy. I don't know, something. They were like something Galaxy or Galaxy Adventure. The little kid ones. These were the first ones, and I have the whole set. The other ones, however, are in a box in the closet because I have no space to put those up. And then in the far corner, I do have Anakin's Jedi Starfighter from Revenge of the Sith, which is very cool. Right up there. So that's that. And let's take a look. What are we taking a look at next? We're going to take a look at the Billy bookcases one at a time, shelf by shelf. So I'm going to open up the first one here and let's take a look at these things. And then also my cat Gunner, who likes to sleep in here while I'm filming, while I'm streaming. He's in here quite often. Say hi, Gunner. Hi, Gunner. Hey, big boy. So that's my cat there. He likes to spend a lot of time in here with me. So going shelf by shelf, the top shelf, again, I'm kind of calling this organized chaos because there's so much stuff. But I, like, not really any theme, but I tried to fit stuff that, I don't know, somewhat goes together. But I got a lot of stuff on each shelf. Shelves are getting full. So on the top shelf, I got a Darth Vader Build-A-Bear that I got from my sister-in-law one year for Christmas. The Darth Vader, or not the Darth Vader, the Death Star cookie jar from my wife. There's a couple of vintage-looking lunch boxes at the back there. The vintage Darth Vader piggy bank. Palpatine kind of light. So he plugs in, this acrylic piece lights up, which is very cool. We got some of my Dorbs. I think those are the only 4 Dorbs. Those are the 4 single Dorbs I have. I got a couple of Dorbs rides, I guess they're called. And then a couple of my Star Wars mugs there. We got a Darth Vader birthday candle from my birthday cake one year, and he's still surviving, incredibly. And then this Leia I got from my mom this past Christmas, and she doesn't sit properly, so again, I used some of that blue fun tack there at the bottom. You can kind of see that, and again, it works great. It holds her up straight. So that's the top shelf in the first Billy bookcase. Coming down from that, I have my VHS movies, because as you may know or may not know, I collect a lot of the Star Wars physical media, Blu-rays, VHS. I've got Laserdisc here, which you'll see in a moment. DVDs. I think I mentioned games, video games, console games. I haven't. I don't have too many console games. I think I've got a couple, but a lot of VHS versions of the movies, a lot of DVDs, a lot of versions of DVDs. So these are the majority of my VHS movies. So Phantom Menace, both widescreen and full screen there. The CBS Fox version of the original trilogy. That's the box set there. So that one opens up. I think I got that one for free when I bought. Yeah, I got. Did I get that one for free when I bought the widescreen, or did I buy this one and then they threw in the widescreen? One of the two. I got one of the sets for free, and then that's the original trilogy. That's not the special edition, but that's like the early '90s copy with the Darth Vader on A New Hope. I think it was Stormtrooper with the purple writing for Empire Strikes Back, and Yoda for Return of the Jedi. And then next to that is a special edition on gold full screen and then silver widescreen. And then next to that is another copy of the special edition. I can't remember which copy this was. This was a later version, but I think they added more effects to it because, of course, why not, George? And then next to that, I do have, I don't know if you can see them. I have my Theory 11 playing cards. I have all the sets except the Darth Vader one that just came out a little while ago. On top of my VHS movies, I have the Jeff Gordon NASCAR replica. I can't remember what scale that is, but it's very cool. We got Black Series Grogu in the back there. Those are my coins, my Force Awakens coins that my wife got me for Christmas one year. And I have, what do I got? Finn, Phasma, Poe, Kylo, Rey, and I think BB-8 are the characters. And then moving over more, I got playing cards. I do collect Star Wars playing cards as well. So these are a few different sets. That's a Sabacc shaped one that my wife got me one year. And then there's a couple 2-packs here. I think this is a Phantom Menace 2-pack just underneath the Sabacc shaped ones. And then, yeah, just some other playing cards there. And then in front of all the movies, I've got, I think, the majority of my Black Series figures. There's a couple scattered elsewhere, but this is a majority of them. And I don't collect too many Black Series figures anymore. There was a period there where I was buying a few here and there. But for the most part, I like the Troopers. So this is all Delta Squad from Star Wars Commando. I think the game was Gaming Greats figures. So those guys look awesome. They did Delta Squad in Black Series. I'm hoping that they do the Delta Squad in Funko Pop form because we did get Fixer and Boss. So hopefully we get the other two members. Hopefully we get Scorch and Sev as Funko Pops. I got the, what is that one? That was the Archive, was it Archive Series? Archive Black Series Thrawn on the Archive card, the card back. We got the Dark Trooper, which is one of my favorite Black Series figures. Again, Troopers are ones I like, so I've got the Death Trooper, I've got the 501st, the, what one was that one called? The Shock Stormtrooper, I think it was. We got Ezra, Aura Singh, down here Bo-Katan on crouching down, shooting. Bo-Katan, that one's a great figure. The face sculpt on that one is fantastic. Leia, which I picked up at Ross in the States in Las Vegas last year, actually now, which is crazy. We've got Wrecker there. Saw Gerrera, which is a great figure. K2SO, Jar Jar Binks. And in front of them, I have some other random figures. So I got some of the Bounty collection figures. So I got BB-8, Grogu with the fire, Lola, a couple of these Star Wars Infinity figures. So I have a few of those around the collection room as well. So I've got Anakin and Ahsoka right here. We got the Ahsoka Dorable, the Galactic Cruiser. I do have a duplicate, so if anyone has something that they want to trade with for an Ahsoka, let me know in the comments or shoot me a message on Instagram. We got the other Lola there, and the Grogu on the bamboo stump there. And then with that, I have this Star Wars Death Star desk calendar, and I just kind of left it on this date right here, May 25th, because the saying on here, this will be a day long remembered. So I figured May 25th is a good date to have there. If you know, you know. Moving down, Star Wars Trilogy widescreen on Laserdisc, which who owns Laserdisc anymore? And who owns Star Wars on a Laserdisc? That's something I'm never going to watch, but it's something cool in my collection. Like I said, physical media is something I like to collect here, so that's why I have that. So I also have another deck of Sabacc shaped playing cards. We got a couple of what are they called? Automated droids. So we got BB9E, I think is that one, and then BB8, of course. A ceramic Grogu piggy bank. We got the chopper. What was that one called? I can't remember what this one was called, but it makes noise, which is cool. And then quite a few of my Star Wars coffee mugs. That's another thing I like to collect is Star Wars ceramic coffee mugs and glasses, as you'll see in on one of the upcoming shelves here. We got the C-3PO, The Inside Story by Anthony Daniels, which I still have yet to read. I really do need to read that. Moving down onto the next shelf, we have a whole bunch of different stuff. So we got the Episode 1 preview Battle Droid on the Stap speeder. Back there we got the Han Solo and Carbonite cell phone holder. You just kind of set your phone on there. Queen Amidala's Naboo Royal Starship. I think that was the that was a Micro Machines version. We got the Darth Maul Star Wars Unleashed figure, because you'll see in a moment I have a shelf dedicated to my favorite character, which is again this guy right here, Darth Maul. But this guy would not fit, so I do have some Darth Maul items scattered around the room as well. So like you saw on the shelf, the Darth Maul mug, which is my favorite mug that I own, or one of my favorite anyways. These ones are cool as well. These other two mugs here. This one I got at GameStop a while back. The Mandalorian mug. I think my wife got me that from the Disney store, if I'm not mistaken. We got the Commander Cody coin bank, which is cool. There were some coin banks. This one, and I have one other one in my collection that were made based off of Clone Wars characters, and they just look like miniature busts. Like, that's how detailed they are. So that's Commander Cody. Got a couple, what are they, Dash bobblers or something. I don't even know if they work, but they look cool. And then there's a vintage looking Star Wars clock there. Some Grogu stuff as well. Down below, this is where I have like some food items and stuff. So I got popcorn buckets, or popcorn tins, The Rise of Skywalker, Force Awakens. We got some good old Campbell's soup from the sequel trilogy. Some Dentine ice gum. We got 4 packs from the sequel trilogy release. I think it was Force Awakens. We got the other side. We got Campbell's, not Campbell's soup. What are they called? Like the shaped characters. We got Darth Vader and Yoda. We got some original trilogy characters on the Dentine ice packaging. And then my Burger King watches. I got the whole set. They're all sealed. I've never opened them up, and I think I'm going to keep them that way. But the tins that they come in are very cool. And then up here, up in the corner, you might see this kind of flat looking, these pennants. They're not pennants. Oh, and of course I kept a package the wrapper from the Star Wars Oreo. Had to keep that. I just love the look of that. It's very, very cool artist. Like, the artwork is very cool. And I can't remember the artist. I think it says at the back here. Greg Hildebrandt. So that's why I kept that. It's very cool artwork. But also in here, something I bought a bunch of these, a few of them. There's two different ones. They're decals that go on like a cooler that you would see in a convenience store where you would slide the door open and get your soda out of, get your pop out of. I got those a little while ago, and I sent my buddy and fellow YouTuber. Sorry, where am I down here? I sent my buddy and fellow YouTuber Tony, Star Wars Sith, one of the Darth Maul ones. So he's got that. And then in front of all the watches and the food items and stuff, popcorn tins, I got some of the mini builds from the Star Wars Lego Advent Calendar, which I got these. These are like black frames with some like clear. I don't know what it is. The material. It's like a soft, stretchy plastic or film, and it encloses. It keeps them dust free, and I think they look kind of cool in them, right? Just kind of encased, like frozen in time, if you will. So that's that shelf. And then down below, I've got, this is where I keep most of my magazines and comics and my lithographs from all the releases of the Star Wars movies on Steelbook, which you'll see in a moment as well. So there's some of my comics. What else is down here? I got some cups. So I got these Subway when The Force Awakens came out, I think it was. Lots of merchandising for the Force Awakens. So I've got all these cups that were at Subway. I've got they were lunch bags that Subway had as well for The Force Awakens. This is a Lego 40th anniversary coin. The Darth Vader Funko Pop medallion, some more cups back there from various releases of Star Wars in the theaters, and then a bunch of coasters. So I've got 4 that my wife made me, and then there's like another 12 or 8 underneath that my dad engraved for me for Christmas a couple years back now. You can check out the haul video. One of my previous haul videos will have that from a couple years ago. So that's the first Billy right here. And then moving on, let's close this one up. Moving on to the next one. This one has my Darth Maul shelf. And I apologize, Gunner, but I'm going to have to slide you over, big boy. Let's slide you over a bit. Right there. So let's open up the second one. So here's the second Billy bookcase, and as I mentioned, I have a shelf dedicated to my favorite character, Darth Maul, and that's what it looks like. So I've got this Darth Maul coin bank here. Actually, there's a couple coin banks. That one's a coin bank as well. This Darth Maul vinyl figure, the Sith Infiltrator remote. We've got the Darth Maul on Bloodfin Sith Speeder by Hot Wheels. That Darth Maul notebook that I recently got in one of the Star Wars Galaxy boxes from Culture Fly. Back there is one of my favorite Darth Maul pieces. It's a Darth Maul Rubik's Cube, which is very cool. We got the Darth Maul Star Wars Infinity figure, the Darth Maul, not Wacky Wobbler. I can't remember what these ones were called. There's a couple of them. They come in like a cylindrical package. We got the Diamond Select Darth Maul figure, which is a little bit bigger than the Black Series figures. Darth Maul on Sith Speeder, Funko Pop, and then the coin bank behind that as well. So that's my Darth Maul shelf. And then moving down just below that is the last of my VHS, and then moving into DVDs, and then other forms of physical media. So we got some CDs here. So we got the Phantom Menace Ultimate Edition. We got the John Williams conducts the John Williams Star Wars trilogy CD. So it's like the main songs. Like it's not all the songs, but it's like the a few main ones. That one's a really old one. We got some computer games there, PC games. So Jedi Knight 2, Jedi Outcast, Star Wars Rebellion, which is a fantastic game. I wish I had. I was able to play that. Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, Star Wars Episode 1 The Phantom Menace, Galactic Battlegrounds, another great game. Let me know if you played any of those. We got the Star Wars Trilogy widescreen box set there behind some of my Disney Store mugs that my wife has gotten me. So she got me the Chewbacca, C3PO, R2D2. Movie wise, another set of Star Wars, the Star Wars trilogy on VHS. Those ones are from Australia, and those covers, they come in like a clear clamshell case, which you would see typically at like a video rental store. And the artwork on them, they are incredible. You'll have to check out one of my haul videos. I can't pull them out from the shelf with all the figures right now. But if you want to see what they look like, they are from a haul video from last year, I think it was. So definitely check those out. We got some more figures here. Kylo Ren's kind of falling over. But for the most part, I think they stand up pretty well. Are you going to stand? There we go. So we got Kylo. These ones are the Galaxy of Adventures figures based on the cartoon shorts that they have on YouTube. And I've got quite a few of them, not all of them, but they I think they look great. I like the animated style of these figures. So we got Darth Maul, of course, Ahsoka, Darth Vader, Boba Fett, C3PO, who kind of looks like the animated droids cartoon version of C3PO. Chewie, Han, Rey, and Kylo. We got the Kanan Jarrus Disney Infinity figure there. The Obi-Wan Kenobi, that was a mail-away figure from Kenner back in the day. He's kind of gotten a little faded from the light. These are a couple of custom, like, I want to say chess pieces, but not chess pieces. But they're made out of some stone. So Grogu and Darth Vader. Those are a couple of things my sister-in-law got me for Christmas this past year. This BB-8 is a thumb drive. You twist the head, and the hard drive, like the USB port, comes out. So that's pretty cool. He just kind of sits there. He kind of looks cool with. He fits in with that style of the Galaxy of Adventures figures there. And then these are some of the, what are they called? Star Wars, like Black Series helmets. Not Black Series helmets, but the die-cast ones, the miniature ones. So they came in the set of two. So you got, I think that's Poe Dameron's helmet and Kylo Ren's. And then you have Phasma and the Stormtrooper. Below that, we got, again, more random stuff. So we got Jar Jar Binks with the pit droid alarm clock. That was a pack, like that was a gift from my parents back in the day. So I've had that one forever. And I don't know if he still works. I don't think there's batteries in him, but he'll talk and stuff. Behind that, I have the program you got when you went to the Phantom Menace back in 1999. I got a couple copies of that. One's kind of in plastic to protect it. The other one I have there, so I can pull it off the shelf and we can look at it at some point. Again, some Black Series figures. So we got Bib Fortuna. We got the Tusken Raider over here. A couple of figure and glass combination sets. So they made one for each of the movies. I think at this point they didn't have Revenge of the Sith out, so this was like the Attack of the Clones packaging, the Sega packaging. So I have the Empire Strikes Back one and the Attack of the Clones glass and figure sets for those. Another lunchbox, Empire Strikes Back. We got my last two Star Wars Dorbs. So we got the Luke Skywalker and his speeder. We got the Tusken and the Bantha. We got the Reek from Attack of the Clones. That's a Kenner figure. We got the Hot Wheels Luke's Land Speeder. Captain Phasma wind-up tin toy, which is very cool. And then these were candy dispensers. Clone Trooper, Darth Vader, R2-D2. Moving down from that is the majority of my glasses and a couple of coffee mugs. So they go like too deep there. So I've got quite a few there, which I had in boxes for a while. So I was able to pull these out and have them on display. And then in front of that, I have some of my Lego mini builds. So that Droideka and that Razor Crest build were from Temu, is where I ordered those, or Wish, I believe. And then some mini builds from the Advent calendar. The lightsaber was from Wish as well. And then in front of that are the two Biddy Boomers I have, so the Mandalorian and Grogu. The shot glasses, they came in one of the boxes, the Galaxy boxes from Culture Fly. That's the Boba Fett micro fighter. I like that scale of ship, so I might get some more. And then that base is custom. I got that off of Etsy. And then moving down, some more of my mugs. A plush Bantha there. The training remote from A New Hope. That's an alarm clock. Some coffee mugs there. You can see there's a Grogu. That one's a Grogu paperclip holder. We got Yoda. We got a Darth Vader cell phone holder. We got the medallion, the Yavin 4 metal replica prop, which I just bought this past year at the Edmonton Collector Con. We got the Darth Vader Star Wars Unleashed figure. And then moving down below, some more randomness. So we got the Yoda. I can't remember what this guy's called, but he's, again, automated, or whatever you call it. He moves, responds to your voice. We got some plush, some Star Wars plush. Star Wars, what are they? Biddies, I think they're called. So that one's the Tauntaun with Luke. We got the, I think that's a Funko plush of the Wampa, but either way, that Wampa looks very cool. We got the Mace Windu Episode 1 preview figure, still in package. Yeah, 80 Biddies, that's what they're called. We got the Cantina Band, a Death Star speaker, and then some hot sauce, some Stormtrooper hot sauce. Because no collection is complete without Stormtrooper hot sauce. So that's the second Billy bookcase in the collection room. Let's close that up. And then let's take a look at the third one over here in the corner. Completing this wall. So let's open this up here and start at the top. So starting at the top, again, organized chaos on all these shelves. But I like it. I like having this stuff on display. And when people come in here, they're just like in awe of how much stuff I have, which I am too. And I'm incredibly lucky to be able to display this stuff in a room, a sanctuary, where I can keep this stuff. So on this top shelf here, we got the remote control, control by phone, R2-D2. We got the BB-8, the Sphero. I think that one was branded. BB-8 there. A BB-8 egg timer. An R2-D2. I think it's like a pen holder. It's vinyl though. It's plastic. We got some more plush up there. Very adorable one. So this Wampa is the same as the Bantha on the previous Billy bookcase there. And that style, the animated style, I just love that. We got the Darth Vader paper clip holder. So paper clips will, I think they magnetically stick to his hand there. We got the Rancor with Luke Skywalker itty bitty. One of my adorables there. And then moving down, we have the last of my physical media actually the last of my physical media as far as movies go. So these are all my Blu-rays here. So we got the complete saga before the sequel trilogy came out, of course. So I think that was the first Blu-ray set, and then the first few here, they came out after all the steelbooks and stuff came out, but they gave them some really nice covers. And then next to that are all the steelbooks, and I do have a couple seasons on Blu-ray steelbook. So I have the season 3 of The Mandalorian, and I believe the other one is Andor is in there as well. And then next to that are various releases of the Disney Star Wars movies there as well. We've got a couple of Star Wars watches that came in some really nice tins. That's a Death Trooper. I think it's a coin bank, is what that is. There's a couple bookends here. So we got the Yoda holding up this side of the movies, and then Darth Vader on this side holding up those movies. And then my Star Wars Funko soda collection right here. So that's that shelf. And then moving down, that's Empire Strikes Back on not Laserdisc. I can't remember what format it is, but it's basically similar to Laserdisc. And then I've got the Star Wars soundtrack on LP, on record. We got the Mattel Grogu. That thing is freaking adorable. We got the Chewie Build-A-Bear. And then my snow globes, which my wife bought for me over the past years. So this is my most recent one, the Grogu in the pram from the Bradford Exchange. That one, and this the Wampa one, the Wampa cave scene. Those two are my favorite ones. And then we got the Grogu on the Force Seeing Stone on Tython, I believe the planet was. My Darth Vader lightsaber water bottle that lights up and makes noises, which is very cool. And then coming down here, I got some more of my glasses, Star Wars glasses and mugs and geeky tikis and stuff like that. My original A New Hope Burger King glasses with the remake, not A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back 40th anniversary ones that are meant to look like the original Burger King ones. Those Mandalorian ones, those came from my sister-in-law from Hallmark, and those look incredibly cool. They just have that same style as the Burger King glasses, so that's why I put them in this display case. And then, like I said, geeky tikis. This Kylo Ren, not a geeky tiki, but he looks very similar to that style, so that's why he's there. And then we got some of my Star Wars Mighty Mugs. These are the newer variants of them where you push the head down and their faces spin. And then the Porg Salt and Pepper Shaker, which those came from my wife for Christmas one year. Down below that, I have the 3 lunch kits for A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and Return of the Jedi. Those are Culture Fly lunch kits with various Star Wars merch inside. We got the Micro Machines transforming heads. So you got the Battle Droid. You got Jar Jar Binks, Jabba the Hutt, and Yoda. And then you got this Chewbacca head. He was once, at some point, like a lamp. So I got this off of Facebook Marketplace for like $5. And it had a hole in the bottom. I thought it was like a coin bank without a slot, but I did some research. It used to be a lamp. There used to be like a light inside, and I guess you would push a button at the bottom, and it would light up. And then these are some of the Mission Fleet figures I have in my collection. Some of them have ships, which are in another display case. And then some of them are just like the figure accessory combos. So like the Darth Maul, the Grand Inquisitor, the Dark Trooper, the Battle Droid. Those are like figures that just come by themselves with accessories. And then like the Boba Fett, the Kylo Ren, and the Darth Vader come with their own ships. And then down below that, I have the majority of my Star Wars books and novels and reference books and stuff like that. There's cookbooks in here. There's miniature books. There's a bunch of random stuff again. Lightsaber, popsicle things. Things to make popsicles. There's blueprints down here somewhere. There's a full set of Star Wars cards there in this blue box here, which I've never opened up. So I've got a lot of random stuff, a lot of neat stuff. And then moving on to the next wall. So this completes that wall. Close this one up here. And then moving on to the next wall. Let me give you a wide shot of this one. So here's the wall with my Billy bookcases there. There's a wide shot of that with Gunner at the bottom. There's my Wampa rug, which my wife got me a few years ago. One of my favorite pieces in my collection. Just looks like a Wampa skin rug, which is awesome. Next, we're taking a look at this wall here. So this is where I have a lot of my stuff hung on my wall. So starting on this corner, we got a vinyl. It's a vinyl card decal that my wife put in a frame for me of Commander Wolf. His logo there, his kind of symbol. Coming down from there, there's some wood posters that came from like Bed Bath & Beyond or something. So you got the original trilogy. So you got Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, and Revenge of the Jedi, which is a deep cut. Down here, I have my book with my bigger art prints. So quick look through there. I do have quite a few, if I have it the right way. So I left space to add some more prints too, but this is one of my favorite artists, local artists here in Edmonton, or just outside of Edmonton, Paul LaRue art. I'll try and leave his link in the bio. This is Gina Long illustrations. She does like the stained glass Star Wars prints, and I left gaps in here so I can add some characters because she made some prints of Commander Cody, which I gotta add to here, and like Ezra and stuff. This is more Paul LaRue art here. Sheldon something or other. I can't remember his name, but he did some really incredible stuff as well. That one's Paul LaRue. And yeah, this is where I keep my art prints that I pick up at different conventions. Looking forward to buying some more art prints at Vancouver, Fan Expo Vancouver when I go in less than a week now. So that just kind of sits there down at the bottom of my display case, which this is a new display case that I picked up just, I don't know, a couple months ago. And I just got this thing in the room. This thing's solid glass, extremely heavy, but stuff's not going anywhere. So when I got this thing, it had like little teeny dowels holding the shelves up. I got these like 1-inch dowels, acrylic dowels to put in between shelves. And if you were just looking at it like this, you couldn't tell that the shelves are leaning, but because the dowels aren't the exact size between each shelf, they start to lean a little bit each time you go up. But I'm fine with that. I'm not putting any stuff with wheels on the shelves, so I think it looks fine. But let's take a look at the top there. We've got a couple things hanging on the wall. So the Boss Nass and the Qui-Gon Jinn, those are Phantom Menace displays from KFC. We've got the Wampa warning sign. That came out of the Hoth-themed Culture Fly Galaxy box. The Jawa, Yoda, Stormtrooper, and Darth Vader, those are candy bowl holders. We've got a Darth Maul cookie jar. It's plastic, it's vinyl. We got the trench run scene. This is what my sister-in-law and my wife got me. They went in together and got me these. They're originally stocking hook hangers. So there was originally a piece of fabric that was attached with a hook on it to hang your stockings on for Christmas. But they took those off for me because they knew I would just display them out like this. So they're two pieces, and they look really cool. So you got the Darth Vader TIE Fighter and the X-Wing there, and that looks very cool. And then you got one of my largest Star Wars Funko Pops as far as deluxe Funko Pops go. The Grogu with the Rancor from the Book of Boba Fett. And then in the case, I have various Funko products. So excuse the glare and don't excuse the reflection in the back because that's a big mirror back there. How's it going? So this is where I keep my like deluxe Funko Pops. Everything that's not a standard size Funko Pop goes in here, and then stuff like the mystery minis is what those are called, I believe. So we got the whole Bounty Hunter collection there with a couple of the Last Jedi movie moments in behind there on a couple of risers. Next shelf down, we got the Grogu on the Force Seeing Stone. We got the Duel of the Fates, 3 of them joined and connected. We got the Mandalorian on the Bantha. We got the Kenobi over here. We got the Tauntaun with Luke. And then some of my Biddy Pops, actually all of my Biddy Pops, which I'm only missing a few now, which is very cool. Actually, no, I think I'm only missing one. I'm missing like one Grogu now. So I'll have to see which Grogu I'm missing, but I think I'm only missing one Grogu. We got some, below that we got some of my Red Saber series, the entire Red Saber series there. We got Darth Vader in the meditation chamber. Some more movie moments. This one from The Last Jedi. We got the Anakin Deluxe, Darth Vader first appearance. Darth Vader in the throne on this side. Kylo Ren with the helmet. Down below that, we got some more movie moments. So we got the Rise of Skywalker, Rey with Ben Solo, Jabba the Hutt, Boba on the throne with Fennec Shand. Got the Mandalorian, Grogu, and Bo-Katan Force Shield. Bo-Katan on the throne. And then down below that, I have the rest of my Star Wars Unleashed figures. And then my 2, I think they're Kotobukiya figures. The statues, the Leia and the Luke. And they're pretty close to the same scale as the Star Wars Unleashed figures, it looks like. But those are my Star Wars Unleashed figures. And then down below that, I have all my Star Wars Mighty Mugs and all my Star Wars Vinylmations. And those Vinylmations, those are very cool. Definitely need to get more of them. And there's definitely some more of these older Mighty Mugs that I want to get. There's like a Darth Revan that I've seen. I think there's an Asajj Ventress. But there's definitely a few more of those that I want to get as well and squish in here. So that's that display case. And then on this wall, I have all of my photo ops from different cons, as well as my Bad Batch poster, some other photos as well, some other art. These 2 pieces here, Luke and the Darth Maul, they came from a guy local here in Edmonton. What was his name? Edmonton Gamer. Let me look it up. I'll put it in the link in the description. Canadian Gamer 3D prints, and basically these are 3D printed pictures with different layers, different colors, and it makes this image by layering all these colors and different depths. So it looks very cool. And then also on this wall, like I mentioned, my photo ops. So Carl Weathers, we got Tamora Morrison, Dennis Lawson, and Anthony Daniels. And I got a couple more that I'm going to be adding to this wall in a couple weeks here. So they'll go up on the wall there as well. I got the Darth Vader. I can't remember how tall this guy is, but he stands in the corner here looking after the rest of the collection room. We got my Darth Maul. It's like an acrylic. It's on a piece of acrylic, but you can put a light behind it, it'll shine through. I don't have a great way of mounting that to the wall, so he kind of just sits there. And then, as I mentioned, my Bad Batch poster. We got the Solo A Star Wars Story poster. Moving on to this wall, we got the Last Jedi poster, and then the Attack of the Clones IMAX poster up there. But moving back over this way, we got this Darth Vader Paladone light, and he makes some noise. There's a button at the bottom that turns him on and off, and he sits there next to my Hot Wheels collection, my Star Wars Hot Wheels character cars. So that's all of those in like a spinny display case that I picked up off a marketplace. So I still have this side to fill here, but these are my Star Wars character cars and space ship cars, I think is what they're called, and then another replica of the Jeff Gordon Star Wars NASCAR. We got the Lola automated droid. In this display case is fairly recent too. I think I got it last year. And this has my Star Wars Mission Fleet ships, the Action Fleet prequel ships, so like the Naboo fighter and the Republic cruiser or Republic ship. And then down below that, it's a little difficult to see because I crammed as much as I could in here. Those are all the cups and toppers from Taco Bell, KFC, and Pizza Hut from the prequels. So those are all in that display case. And then down here are some like 12-inch figures. So like there's Infus Nest down there. There's the Grand Inquisitor. There's a Grogu. There's an Obi-Wan kind of statue-ish figure. There's a Wicket the Ewok coin bank. The Dio water bottle from the Disney store. So that's what's in there. And then some more artwork. So this one was a print I picked up in Las Vegas a couple years back, where the street vendor, the street artist, kind of spray painted it on the spot. The Book of Boba Fett poster from Red 5 Designs, I believe that one was from. Over here in this corner we have the Han Solo frozen in carbonite mini fridge. Above that there's a popcorn tin, a Star Wars saga popcorn tin with episodes 1 through 6. And I've got other stuff inside there. I've got like some stuffies, some other random smaller Star Wars stuff in there, which I can do a separate video on again. These are a couple of, or three 3D like puzzles, which I still have to build at some point. And then this wall has my Funko Pop collection on it as well. So taking a look at the top here first, the Star Wars sign my dad made for Christmas. It's a like a 3D etched, like an etched sign, a laser engraved sign, which I think is incredible. It's one of my favorite pieces in my collection as well. We got my Star Wars Elite series collection, the die-cast ones from the Disney store. So that's a top there with all of those. And then in front of some of those, I have some other stuff. So I got my 10-inch Grogu Funko Pop, the Boba Fett Funko Pop comic cover, the Star Wars Popcast sign that Jedi Lex made for myself and Patrick for Christmas. We got the Duel of the Fates happening right there. Darth Maul, Qui-Gon, Obi-Wan. My holiday Funko Pops, which are the best holiday Funko Pops in my opinion compared to what they're making now with other holidays like Valentine's Day. These are how you do it, Funko, right here. These guys. So you got R2, 3PO, Yoda, Chewbacca, and Vader. You got some of my Star Wars Lego minifigs in some display cases off of Temu. This is a Death Star puzzle. So you try and get the ball to the middle, pretty much is how you do that. So I've gotten it to the middle on the bottom. I still have to try and get it to the side of the Death Star. So I'll be doing that at some point. And then I got my 10-inch Babu Frick Funko Pop. And then my D12 cabinets with my Funko collection. So before we move into that, this is where my desk is. And I put my desk on some wheels so I can move him or move the desk as I need to. But this is primarily where it stays, with a couple of cardboard cutouts. So you got the Qui-Gon Jinn cardboard display. Let me move the desk out of the way. The desk is where the magic happens. Some stuff that I still have to review, so like Star Wars Lego. There's some Star Wars Infinity figures, some Star Wars Doorables, Hot Wheels character cars I still have to review. The top of my desk where I have my laptop, like I said, this is where everything happens, where I record. The camera usually sits right here. And then when it sits there, you kind of get this view here. What else is on my desk here? I got the desk mat from Orbit Key, the Darth Vader one with that red accent. These are a couple plates I had made from AM Custom Plaques. Ariel does an incredible job of making these, so these are ones that I have yet to get autographed. A couple of them are getting autographed very shortly. This is that duplicate Ahsoka Tano Adorable Galactic Cruiser and a couple of duplicate Bitty Pops there. So if you guys need those and have something to trade, let me know. This is a Millennium Falcon light. So that lights up in different colors. If I can get it to turn on. No? There we go. So that turns on there. And then this is also a Millennium Falcon desk lamp. And that turns on, lights up right in there. And then the reason my desk is on wheels is so I can move this around, get different angles in my collection room, but also if I need to get into my display case for my Funko Pop. So there's a better look at that Qui-Gon Jinn cutout from Lay's from episode 1. Up in the top corner here, above my Funko displays, I got on the wall my Hot Wheel cars from these are from all the movies except the sequel. So they got the movies and then the 2 animated shows, and then this one is they did the planets for the theme. So Mustafar, Kamino, Tatooine, Hoth, Bespin, Dagobah. I think Jakku's up there somewhere as well. And then moving to my Funko display here, which I know a lot of you are curious about. This is my Funko display. I've added quite a few Funko Pops to it. I had to get a 6 display case here because I had the 5 previously, and then I just outgrew that. So I'm close to outgrowing this stuff here. So at that point, I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I'm going to go briefly through the cases. I'm not going to go through every single pop, but basically I go in chronological order how they show up in the Star Wars timelines. So Knights of the Old Republic era up here, Acolyte, moving into the prequels with episode 1. You got episode 2, Attack of the Clones, the Clone Wars. You got the Bad Batch down, where are we? Clone Wars, Bad Batch down here at the bottom, and then Revenge of the Sith, which they don't have a lot of Revenge of the Sith pops. That Gaming Greats Grievous, I'd kind of just put him down there because that's kind of where he fits in, but he's leaning a lot. Like, look at him leaning. That's pretty bad. And then moving into the second case, again, here we go, Bad Batch. It's a Bad Batch after Revenge of the Sith, of course. And then you got more gaming greats. So this is what is that called? Jedi Survivor, Jedi Fallen Order, Funko Pops, which takes place just before Kenobi with Reva, everyone's favorite Star Wars character there. So the Kenobi series, Solo, Star Wars Rebels, Andor, which there's going to be more Andor Pops coming at some point. Then you got Star Wars Rebels, and then Rogue One. Continuing over here, Rogue One. There's that Vader from the end of Rogue One, which looks incredible. Then you got A New Hope. Moving down into Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. Moving into Detolf number 4 now, Return of the Jedi. Quite a bit of Return of the Jedi Funko Pops. Mandalorian, seasons 1 through 3, or 1 to 2, and then Book of Boba Fett in the middle. So you got Book of Boba Fett stuff. Book of Boba Fett stuff starting up here in Detolf number 5 with Chrysanthemum. Then you got Ahsoka series. And then you got Skeleton Crew Funko Pops. And then moving into the sequel trilogy with The Force Awakens. And then Force Awakens, moving into The Last Jedi over in the last Detolf. And then The Rise of Skywalker in the last one. So that's all my Funko Pops there. And I believe that's everything in the collection room now. So let me know down in the comments what you think of the updated Star Wars collection room. Let me know what you saw in the collection room that you like the most. What's your favorite item in my collection? And then click over here to watch more of my other Star Wars collection videos.